Everyone, welcome to Standing Stone Coffee Company. We are live here at Standing Stone with Hannah Bingman here for the evening. And so welcome back for another one of our after hours. As usual, we'll be listening to some great music tonight and then also learning a little bit more about Hannah and her music and everything. So welcome everybody to the night.
Machine to breathe for him now. Pappy's got the farm stuck in his chest. Pappy's got the green lung, green lung. Daddy's got the dirt up under his legs. Daddy prays the crop ain't gonna fail. Daddy's got the farm balled up in his fist. Daddy's got the hard times, hard times. Dirt turns to dust when the rain don't show. I can feel the frost coming in my bones. Who's gonna plan all the winter ride? We waiting for our time, for our time. Mama's got the worry stuck in her hips. Mama's got a breast to the baby's lips. Mama's got the worry all up in her chest. Mama's got the hard times, the hard times. Oh, it's coming. Mama says it's coming. Oh, it's coming. Hard times coming. When the rain don't show, I can feel the frost coming in my bones. Who's gonna plant all the winter right? We waiting for our time, for our time. Oh, thank you. A little farming song. About farming? I wrote it when I was working on a CSA many years ago, and me and my little partner at the time that were helping run it, we were trying to figure out who was going to plant the winter rye, and then I was relating that back to my family's history in farming. Some princess who's just waiting to be saved. If I can't find an opening, I dig my own way out of this mess into a bigger one where but the people just as warm and safe harbors I've known all along this coast, and my feet ain't even wet. When I find deep water, I'm jumping in. The big girls, I'm 5'1". When the ladies let me talk, I just crack my gum. No pretense, no faking, not some joke that I am playing. One shot's all I got, like I play you a staging. So don't wait up, I know I don't call much, but I have my ways of checking in. When I the salt in my mouth, and then I'm jumping out of this chlorine-infested kiddie pool. I'm not afraid to be spurned, shot down or burned. I ain't giving up, I ain't giving in. 'Cause when I find deep water, I intend to swim. Oh, and I'm not some cave girl you just throw across your back. I learned my lesson, I know better than that. I will follow the light to the edge of this cave and come back to show you the wheel I have made. And if they spurn me, shoot me down and burn me, just tell me you'll still love me as I am. 'Cause when I find deep water, I intend to swim. 'Cause when I find deep water, I'm jumping in. Thanks. Song's appropriate for today's breaking of glass ceilings, I guess. This is a song I wrote for my niece, who was born almost 10 years ago now. No matter how the earth was made in one big bang or 7 days, all on its seed is bound to grow to bigger things, and I can't wait to show you it all. The world is gonna love you, I just know it. Everybody's gonna love you. So baby, you were just a dream, staring at the curtain scenes, waiting for the first act to start. The overture began to play, and then you came to take the stage, and everyone began to play their parts. The world is gonna love you, I just know it. Everybody's gonna love you, I just know it. 'Cause baby, you were born to play this role, in a script where we're learning the lines as we go. All the world's a stage, and this is your show. Pride will get you down sometimes, scenery will change, you forget your lines, but all the world's a stage, and the play is your life. The world is gonna love you, and you're gonna love it too. Everybody's gonna love you, just like we already do. The world is gonna love you, I just know it. Everybody's gonna love you, I just know it. No matter how the earth was made in one big bang of 7 days, all I know is I can't know it all. And every little mustard seed is bound to grow to bigger things, and I can't wait to show you it all. Thank you. nephew was born, and I wrote a song about him. Here's that one. Go tell it, let's tell it between the mountains, about your mother and your daddy and your sister's news. Go tell it, let's tell it between the mountains, everybody in this world's gonna love you too. It was a mild, mild winter, it was a dry, dry June, it was the middle of summer, and baby you bloomed. So I told it between the mountains, about your mother and your daddy and your sister's news. I told it between the mountains, everybody in this world's gonna love you too. Had your heart on my mind, had a story to tell, had your name in my mouth, I couldn't keep it to myself. 'Cause before you came, we already knew there was a hole in my heart in the shape of you. Before you came, we already knew there was a hole in this world in the shape of you. Go tell it, let's tell it between the mountains, about your mother and your daddy and your sister's news. Go tell it, let's tell it between the mountains, everybody in this world's gonna love you too. Winter was a dry, dry June, was the middle of summer, and baby you bloomed. You can twist your neck as far as you want, just to watch your back and keep walking into walls and kicking at the plastic. Yeah, it would take you faster just to turn your nose around and find what's cooking down the hall. You can find what's cooking down the hall. His good intentions are just that, thinking everything will just fall into your lap, or some mystical miracle will land upon your doorstep. All that time that you spend waiting, you ain't ever gonna get back. I wanna make it alright, oh I wanna make it alright, see I wanna make it alright right now, wanna make it alright somehow. So surround yourself with things you want. What you need goes missing with the writings on the wall that you have been erasing. I've been working at retracing all those painted over words, direction, arrows, and all I want is to make it alright. I try to make it alright. See, I wanna make it alright right now. wanna make it alright somehow. But all your pictures of me keep turning out so blurry, and I ain't sitting still, but I ain't in no hurry, and everybody wants to be understood and loved, and you can place me under both of the above. To be understood and loved, I know you wanna be understood and loved. So turn your head to watch your back, but your shoulders ain't the only thing you're throwing out of whack, 'cause you can only see so far from the corner of your eye, and you ain't getting nowhere and you don't know why. Don't you try to make it right? Oh, why don't you wanna make it right? I know I wanna make it alright right now. Wanna make it alright somehow. Alright right now. Alright right now. Somebody tell me how. Right now. Thank you.
Check, check. Well, Hannah, we're certainly happy to have you join us here this evening, and yeah, we just wanted to ask a little bit more about you and your experience here with your music and just what you've been doing with it over the years and whatnot. But starting off, where are you originally from?
I grew up in Beaver Springs, Pennsylvania, which is in western Schneider County.
Okay, yeah, very good. So how'd you end up in central Pennsylvania?
Like in Huntington?
Oh, well, I mean, you're in State College now,
I'm
right?
in State College now, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I came to Huntington in '08 for a job,
Mm-hmm.
and was there for about 6.5 years. Went to Lancaster for a few years, and now I'm in State College.
Okay,
Yeah.
very good. And what do you do for a living?
I am a corrections librarian.
Corrections librarian. What does that mean?
I am a librarian in a state prison.
Okay,
Yeah.
very good. That must be in a pretty fascinating place to work.
You could say that.
Challenging.
Yeah, challenging.
And
Yeah.
yeah. But now you had done that prior here as well, right? In
Yeah.
Huntington.
Yeah, so I started at SCI Huntington as the library assistant. And then, strangely enough, I took a job in Lancaster at a seminary library.
Okay.
Opposite ends of the spectrum there. And then now I'm at SCI Benner Township State Prison there as the head librarian there. So.
Yeah, very interesting. So good. So how'd you get started in music?
Let's see. Well, through grade school, you learn about music, but I think I latched on to the Beatles when I was about 13, and really wanted a guitar, and begged till I got one, and didn't take long until I started writing songs and such.
Very good.
Yeah.
Now, was guitar your first instrument, or?
No, actually, it was like 5th grade maybe, 4th, 5th grade, where I had a choice of 2 instruments I had to pick. It was either the cornet,
Oh, yes.
little trumpet, or the flute, because that's what we had, or my mother had. So I went with the flute, and that's actually my first instrument.
So did you, is that where you kind of learned some music basics and
Yeah.
whatnot, and then,
Learned to
but you
read.
know, influenced by the Beatles, pretty soon you're on the
Yeah.
guitar.
Yeah.
Yeah, very good.
Yeah.
Now, if I read it correctly, you started performing at a pretty early age.
Yeah, I was about 16.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
were you
my-
touring? Like, what was that like?
Mostly like this central PA area, wherever I could go. If it was like a bar, my mom had to come along.
Yeah.
There's like a lot of coffee shops, all like Selinsgrove, Northumberland, Williamsport, State College, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
I just kept doing.
Yeah. Very good. So, and then in the midst of that, you went to college, and yeah, but continued on your music.
Yeah,
Understand.
I went to Frostburg State University for music management, so I was a music major, with
Okay.
guitar and business. And then I did music full time for about a year after college, where I decided that was not making me happy
Yeah.
to make business out of art, but
Yeah.
on the
So,
side. You know.
how did you transition from music career, you know, direction into a state prison librarian?
Well, in the midst of finding a bunch of part-time jobs while playing music mostly, like that CSA I was talking about, I did
Yep.
that part-time. I delivered mail part-time. Then I took a civil service test to work as a library assistant around the state, not realizing that could be in a prison.
Okay.
You know?
Yeah.
And that popped up, and just about the same time that happened, I had applied and made a decision to go back and get my master's in library science, so it kind of all came together.
Okay.
So I was actually working on my master's while I was working at the prison, and I got it at the same time. So
Very good.
I had worked at the Selinsgrove Library on my breaks from college, so that kind of got a taste.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, good. Well, why don't we hear another round of music here, and then we'll talk more in a little bit.
Sounds good.
All right.
All right, thank you. So a pastor friend of mine from Northumberland started this initiative called Love Flows, and it's deals with kids in the Susquehanna Valley that have trouble getting food like outside of school. So what they do is try to gather food and give it to those kids they've identified as I guess hungry. You know. But she came up with this scenario of this brother and sister named Susquehanna and River, and she asked me to write a song about them. And it took me a while, but I did it. So this is Susquehanna and River. There's not a fish to find these days. I clasp my hands, kneel down and pray. My brother and I will live out our hungry days. The Susquehanna filters out. My mother named me after that trout. She got inside a net before the chemicals and all. We just wait for the mercury to fall. Every time I close my eyes, I swear I see better life. My brother River, she don't mind it now. I know someday she's gonna find it out. The rain, the rain, the rain keeps the river high. I just wish it rained over here sometime. Folks round here don't mind the grind, get to work and leave on time. But I don't see my mama much no more. She got that second job down at the dollar store, saving up for seeds to grow anywhere the love will flow. Cracks in the sidewalk, dirt in the yard, when the snow melts and the ground ain't hard. The rain, the rain, the rain keeps the river high. I just wish it rained over here sometime. Most folks act like I'm not even here. Sometimes I swear they wish I'd just disappear. I ain't wishing bad on folks with much. I'm just wishing more for folks like us. The river high. I just wish it rained over here sometime. Over here sometime. Hey, thanks. So, about the past maybe 8 years, I've been section hiking the Appalachian Trail, or Appalachian Trail, wherever you're from. And if you don't know what that is, it's this over 2,000 mile trail that goes from the top of Georgia to Maine. I got about 800 miles of it done so far. But back in around 2013, when I was still living here in Huntingdon and frequenting this coffee shop, I fell and broke my ankle down in North Carolina. Had to get dragged out, which means I couldn't hike for a while, and I had to be off work for about 3 weeks on crutches. So I spent a lot of time. They used to have this little couch over here, I think, maybe over here, and I'd sit here and I'd drink and I'd read and I'd fall asleep. And sometimes Priscilla, if she was working, would wake me up. But I still remember when I was getting my ankle checked out down there in North Carolina, the X-ray tech was just looking at me and she's like, "You're going right back out there, aren't you?" And I was like, "Yes, I am." As soon as I can. So this song's called White Blaze, after the
color of the blazes on the trees of the trail.
Been picking up bad vibrations so far away from home. Been wandering all creation for kingdom come. Some say I lost my mind, some say I made this bed. Turn down them sheets and I'm gonna lie in it. I go back to that mountain, stretch out my weary legs. I leave it as I found it, white blaze to blaze. They tell me take my time to listen to my head. I push my ear up tight, I hear my heart instead. Heart's a lonely hunter for water from the well. The heart's a lonely hunter, sometimes it breaks itself. So far away from home, been wandering all creation, the kingdom come. Some say I lost my mind, some say I made this bed. Turn down them sheets now, I'm gonna lie in bed. The heart's a lonely hunter for water from the well. The heart's a lonely hunter, sometimes it breaks itself.
Thank you. Thank you, table and staff.
Is so heavy, so broken and unsteady that it just can't compete with all the rest of me. My heart is so tired, worn out but wired, just waiting for a flame to set it back on fire. Set it on fire, set my heart on fire. Is so sore from trying to do more. Those things I cannot change, cannot ignore. My heart is so confused, just trying to find some truth, a place to put this faith, put myself to use. I'm trying. You proud, tell me what's my part. Lay this burden down, lift up my heavy heart. My heart is so heavy, filled to capacity, but always gathering. Pumping and pumping and pumping. My heart is so tired, worn out but wired, just waiting for a flame to set it back on fire. set it on fire, my heart on fire. My heart is so scared, uncertain, unprepared. Like, what if I reach for something and it isn't there? My heart tries so hard to stop picking things apart. Just let myself be loved and love things as they are. As they are. Do I make you proud? Tell me what's my part. Lay this burden down, lift up my heavy heart. Do I make you proud? Tell me what's my part. Lay this burden down, lift up my heavy heart. Glory, glory, hallelujah. Since I lay my burden down. Glory, glory, hallelujah. Since I lay my burden down. Since I shining Here's a little love song. Felt a shock from my head to my feet on the wire. Said I was going home. So drinks to go. Ashes, ashes, clear my heart of the ashes. Build up this flame of eyes and eyelashes. I could stay for one more. We closed goes down the bar. Follow, follow, follow me home if that's where you think that you belong. I've been fine on my own. Now I don't know. Clearer and clearer, it's a different face I see in the mirror than what I was before thee. Than what I was before you loved me. Show me your scars, everything that makes you who you are. Show me your sinner and saint. See me just the same. Lay down, lay down, lay down your roots. Extract from me whatever you can use. So mineral rich, I'm bursting. Full of the earth, I am thirsting for clearer and clearer. It's a different face I see in the mirror than what I was before thee. Than what I was before you loved me. One breath so near. Now I wanna spend it. How can I spend it? I wanna spend it in your atmosphere. I see in the mirror than what I was before thee. Than what I was before you loved me. Fire for the shock from my head to my feet on the wire. I said I was going home to drinks to go. Blow your trumpet so loud that the walls fall down. The walls fall down, fall down. Blow your trumpet so loud that the walls fall down. The walls fall down, fall down. From the valve of my mouth to the drum of your ear, low by your brain to the vein in your heart. Baby, it's just temporary atmosphere. Ashes to ashes, it ends like it starts. Blow your trumpet so loud. 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 Draw me in line, I wanna cross it. You can play it safe, but I'm pushing buttons. Let's pretend we your instruments. See the broken little girls and boys make amends with this predicament. Be a wrecking ball that breaks through the noise. Play trumpets so loud that the walls fall down, the walls fall down, fall down. Play trumpets so loud that the walls fall down, the walls fall down, fall down. I could change how the world works, I'd fix it all if I could change how the world hurts. I'd tear down the walls of rain, fall down to the barbed wire rush. And there's nothing and not much nothing to shut us up. Play your trumpet so loud, play your trumpet so loud, play your trumpet so loud, play your trumpet so loud. From the valve of my mouth to the drum of your ear, lower your brain to the vein in your heart. Baby, it's just temporary atmosphere, ashes to ashes, ends like it starts. Hey, thanks. All of me, why not take all of me? Can't you see I'm no good without you? Take my lips, I want to lose them. Take my arms, I'll never use them. Your goodbye left me with eyes that cry. Yes, how can I go on without you? You took the part that once was mine. Why not take all of me? All of me, why not take all of me? Can't you see I'm no good without you? Take my lips, I want to lose them. Take my arms, I ain't ever gonna use them. No, your goodbye left me with eyes that cry. Yes, how can I go on without you? You took the best, so why not take the rest? Why not take all? How could I fall? Why not take all of me? Thank you.
Another place I used to frequent was Boxers down the street. Well, I'll still get there sometime. My favorite thing to do is take a book to the bar and have a couple of drinks and read. Here's a little tune about that.
I'll tell you what I'm thinking for that penny that you promised, penny that you promised to me, to me. I'm flattered that you find me good-natured and honest, flattered that you find me in such company. Oh Lord, make me a girl, or the boys wanna dance with, seek romance with on a Saturday night. Lord, make me a woman, or the men buy drinks for, stop to think for, 'cause they cover my mind. Is this how it goes? Will you show me your best, like you're taking some test and turn into someone else? Is this how it works? Will you follow along till you find that the song sounded better in your head? Lord, make me a girl, what the boys wanna dance with, seek romance with on a Saturday night. Lord, make me a woman, what the men buy drinks for, stop to think for, 'cause they cover my mind. Watch out, baby, welcome to my world. There you enter, better leave your expectations by the door. And all that I want is you as you are. No games, no less, no more. I tell you what I'm thinking for that penny that you promised, penny that you promised to me, to me. One penny, one thought. Or should have cost it all just to tell me how it's really gonna be. Lord, make me a girl, or the boys wanna dance with, seek romance with on a Saturday night. Lord, make me a woman, or the men buy drinks for, stop to think for, 'cause they cover my mind. Because they cover my mind, just because they cover my mind.
Hey, thank you. All right. So, I take part in this little songwriting contest almost every year. It's called Just This Guy Songwriting Contest. And it really is just this guy who's been out to see a number of songwriters, singer-songwriters over the years, and he just sends out an email to them saying, here's the contest. And every year is a different theme, and it has to include certain words that he's picked out, and every year there's bonus points, even though he doesn't say what points you earn. There's bonus points for if you use the word monkey. And I think I got third place last year, and this year I submitted a song, and it had to be a positive song about the whole quarantine situation, and include certain words like unprecedented and apart, mask, and of course monkey. So I've been pretty lucky through this whole thing to maintain a job and have a house to live in, and so here's my little song about having a good excuse to be introverted. I know how to put a puzzle together, watch the evening weather,
Call my grandma up on the phone to make her feel better. Tune out the nightly news that leaves me bitter and confused, wondering if I'm doing everything I can do. It's an unprecedented, scientifically projected excuse to embrace my introverted roots. I don't mind. I like staying home with you. I know how to go to the grocery store wearing a mask with 6 feet or more apart from me and my neighbor. It's just like holding the door. It's that common decency that connects you and me. It's the hope that we're all here for the same thing. It's that unprecedented, scientifically projected excuse to embrace my introverted roots. I don't mind. I like staying home with you. And you can blame a monkey in a white lab coat. Tell me, how would you even know? And you can blame somebody that nobody's ever known, just a script on a screen somebody wrote. But all I need is my true love and me, enjoying a backyard view. I don't mind. I like staying home with you. It's an unprecedented, scientifically projected excuse to embrace my introverted roots. I don't mind. I like staying home with you. Staying home with you. Staying home with you. And the cats. Sure. Running out of songs. And the cat.
Check, check. All right. That I was just saying to you a minute ago that was probably one of my favorite songs of spring here when you played that on Facebook, or I think it was. That,
thank you.
Yep, we really appreciated it. That was fun.
Thank you.
So, kind of speaking of that a little bit, do you want to share a little bit about some of your influences and, how do you go about thinking about your writing and all of that?
Actually, one of my favorite songwriters right now is Jason Isbell, and someone had asked him that recently, and I really liked his response when it came to songwriting. At least, is like, do you write the lyrics or the music first? And he's like, it's kind of like when you're hungry, you're really hungry, and you just kind of grab whatever comes first.
Yeah, yeah.
But as far as influences, of course, the Beatles. I have a huge fascination with Sister Rosetta Tharpe, who was an old guitarist, gospel singer, 40s through the 70s. I love old gospel. And then you have your classic songwriters like Joni Mitchell, Bob Dylan, and those folks.
Did you start out writing songs? Like, did I guess poetry or songwriting come naturally, or was that a trained skill that you brought?
I think it just came. I've always had guitar lessons, but I kind of learned half of it on my own too, learning songs and then sort of creating my own from that.
Yeah. So obviously, as you've kind of matured into adulthood, this music has been part of your life, the entire way through. And so how do you believe that this hobby has shaped you for what you've been doing?
It's definitely been a good outlet for communication for me. Not always having the best social skills myself.
Well, you've talked about being a natural introvert, and here you are playing on stage,
Yeah.
sort of thing.
It's I guess that's my outlet. And then, just having a different language almost, music and music theory and different, way to look at things.
Yeah. So you lived in Huntington for a long time. You've lived in rural communities. Obviously, you're in State College now, and let alone working in the prison and seminary and whatnot in the library world, working with people and experiencing all of that. How has that gone into your songwriting?
You meet people and you sometimes take their stories and shape them like your own, especially in the criminal justice world. There's a lot of struggle with the mind there going in there every day, and because everybody has a story, has a reason they're there, or maybe not, and I don't know. Just trying to grasp and try to make sense of things through a song, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you find that you're telling some of their stories, as you were saying?
For sure, yeah,
Mhm.
sure. When I was at the seminary, it was, of course, totally different, but there was a lot of resources there. As someone who tries to practice the Christian faith as best she can, there's a whole lot of biblical influences, I think, sometimes in my lyrics as well, and kind of gets blended together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it would be pretty fascinating, in your current line of work to be, someone who's providing an outlet to the world, through the, through books and, sharing of resources. But I also would expect at times you end up being that listening ear and processing. You see the same people and.
Most definitely.
Mhm.
Most definitely.
Yeah, it's an interesting role. I could imagine you come out with a lot of stories
Yeah,
as a result.
lots of stories, lots of compassion fatigue,
Yeah.
days.
Yeah.
But it can be rewarding.
Yeah. So, somewhat related to compassion fatigue, as we continue to move through this COVID process, and we still have months to go, how do you continue to find encouragement and, to keep going yourself? And has music been helpful to you in that?
Yeah, that's hard because, especially as musician-wise, I have these friends that relied on that income on playing shows all the time, and then they started playing outdoor shows, and now, cold weather coming, we're back
Mm-hmm.
to that. So you have more of these live streams and stuff. So talking about fatigue, it's hard to keep that momentum going, sitting at home and playing to whoever's watching.
Right.
So I think, you saw the videos of people in Italy, I believe, just playing together on the rooftops. And I
Mhm.
think that this kind of thing can kind of be a good leveling of the playing field for musicians, and that it's not just Taylor Swift and Kanye or whatever. It's like all, everybody's got the same outlet now, almost,
Yeah.
So I find more inspiration from seeing my friends online and playing, and okay, try to figure this out.
Yeah. Yeah.
That was a long way of me saying I really don't know.
Yeah. Hmm. No, it's great. It's and you're right. The music. It's amazing how I love that those videos from Italy of just people just like connecting through through music and through song from
Yeah.
rooftop to rooftop and whatnot.
What folk music's all about.
Yeah, and then it's a new wave with this digital and live stream, and just it'll be interesting to see how it all plays out.
Right. Right.
But speaking of playing out, why don't we conclude with a set? Are you all right?
A few more songs?
Sounds good.
Okay, good. Here's my other quarantine song. No song contest or prompts, but after you see numbers jumping up every day, it kind of gets stuck in your head. Facts and figures. Country on this earth that can quantify its worth without the people, places, things, all the nouns before the verse. There's no number that can speak for what that one digit could mean. Some one person out there who could just as well be me. And you can see it from a distance, this frail human existence, even when it seems so bad, still just so much beauty in it. We can let the world spin for a while, keep breathing in and out like it's going out of style. And I know it's gonna hurt like hell, but baby, give it time, all will be well, well, well. Spring just comes in like a lion, storm clouds on the horizon, waist deep in the unknown, ever clear yet mystifying. But there's no news that can predict if there is ever more than this, ever more than just right now. And either way, I know I'm blessed. You can see it from every position, the strange human condition. Even when it seems all wrong, still just so much good in it. We can let the world spin for a while, keep breathing in and out
time all will be well, well, well. If I say it loud enough, if I got someone to tell, if I just believe it for myself, that all we need is time. Honey, give it time. All we need is time. All will be well, well, well. We can let the world spin for a while. Keep breathing in and out. It's going out of style, and I know it's gonna hurt like hell. But baby, give it time, or we'll be well, well, well. Well, let's just let the world spin for a while. Keep breathing in and out. It's going out of style, and I know it's gonna hurt like hell. Baby, give it time, or we'll be well, well, well. Maybe I didn't do my mama right. Should've stayed off the streets at night. Maybe I shouldn't have lost myself. Wishing I was born somebody else. 16 shots, what do you get? Just another black boy dead. Maybe I didn't have my sister enough. Was always trying to stay messed up. Maybe she don't need me now. 17-year-old, 6 feet in the ground. 3-inch blade, but 8 cop cars. They didn't even ask what I was out there for. If I was born a different color, if I was born to a different kind of mother, would my chances be different instead? Just another black boy dead. Maybe I should have just stopped and stayed. They'd have shot me dead anyway. Maybe I should have shines right together. Just another blackboard day. Just another blackboard day. Just another blackboard day.
A couple more. Oh, thank you. A couple more for you. Thank you to the table for coming. For Greg and the crew. Coffee is so good.
I know I don't belong here, but where else can I go? When every door I knock on just seems to tell me no. And I was thrown a curveball and right across the plate. And when I'm up to bat, you know I just swing away. But I've got a couple choices left, meaning none. And I've got a few lives to live, meaning one. And then I'll be finished, finished, done. I've been talking to myself so long now I can't shut me up. And I'm the worst listener, but I know it's all I got. Still, I'd rather sing than talk any day of the week, 'cause I make more sense when I sing than when I speak. But I got a couple choices left, meaning none. And I've got a few lives to live, meaning one. And then I'll be finished, finished, done. The days, they shed away like feathers, and I'm bare-skinned before you know it. So I bite my tongue and I hold my breath, and I try to make the most of this. I know I can't complain, but I can't help myself. If they want the best of me, then they get the worst as well. 'Cause I got a couple choices left, meaning none. And I got a few lives to live, meaning one. And then I'll be finished, finished, done. But I'm not done. See, I ain't done yet. I'm not done, no, 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 no. 'Cause I got a couple choices left, meaning none. And I have my whole life to live, it's just one. And then I'll be finished, finished. I'm finished, I'm finished. I'm finished, I'm finished, done. Finished, finished, done.
Thanks. Figure out end on a old gospel tune if that's cool. Yeah, so my name's Hannah Bingman again, and this is an old gospel tune written by one of my favorite gospel songwriters, Charles A. Tinley. Thanks again for having me.
Back and back when the morning comes. All the saints are gone together at home. We will tell the story of how we overcome, and we'll understand it better by and by. We are tossed and driven on this restless sea of time. Somber skies and howling tempest offset sea. Bright sunshine in the land of perfect day. When the mist has rolled away, we will understand it better by and by. By and by, when the morning comes, all the saints are gone together at home. We will tell the story of how we overcome, and we'll understand it better by and by. We are often destitute of the things of life demands: winter shelter and food, thirsty seas, barren land. In the land of perfect day, when the mist has rolled away, we will understand it better by and by. By and by, when the morning comes, all the saints are gone together at home. We will tell the story of how we overcome, and we'll understand it better by and by. By and by, when the morning comes, all the saints are gone together at home. We will tell the story of how we overcome, and we'll understand it better by and by. Yes, we'll understand it better by and by.
Thank you. Have a good night.